What you want to take note of is that post-Civil War, the North did not treat the South as co-equals. If anything, they treated them like they were criminals, as though they unlawfully separated from the Union.
You had a lot of these conditions that were placed upon the South as the side essentially that lost the war. Their right to self-determination had been taken away from them. A lot of southern states rejected the 14th Amendment. You even had some northern states that rejected the 14th Amendment. But through a lot of nefarious, immoral, some would even say unconstitutional measures by way of the radicals in the federal government at the time, these were zealots. These were men on a mission who really sought to validate what they saw as this newly emerging American empire for the sake of the proletarian revolution that Marx and Engels talked about.
So after the Civil War came the 14th Amendment. Now, the 14th Amendment, it sounds like it should be something that the South should honor, right, as you're reading it. But as you get down to the bottom, it sounds very unfair that the North would put this, what I'm about to read to you, in the 14th Amendment, because it really affected negatively against the South. Actually, in the 14th Amendment, it's like the North was treating the South, no matter if you were black or white, as though they were second-class citizens. So I'll read it for you. It says here at the bottom, it says, key provisions also address congressional representation, prohibit individuals who engaged in insurrection from holding office. So in other words, if you had a position in office, that's taken away from you. Wait a minute, what? Yep. The South said, no, because you were in war against us, we're not even going to let you have any kind of power at all. Not until we decide you can have some power. And then to read further down, it says, and invalidate Confederate debts. Invalidate Confederate debts. So if I owned a bank and I lent out, say, $50,000, I expect to get my money back, especially with interest. What the North said to the South was, if anybody owe you any money, guess what? It's wiped clean. Whoa, how unfair was the North against the South?